everybody. Welcome to another episode, Quickie with Ms. B. I'm Ms. B. Today is Thursday. All day and half the night. Just saying. All this week we're talking about those strange dreams. And today we're going to talk about the strangest dreams that we've had. This is going to be good. Just saying.
That clown one was pretty. That was pretty whacked out. Coffee? Oh, what's with the clowns? And I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared at all. Mm-hmm. They weren't terrifying clowns, but it's just weird when you sit up and a clown pops out from underneath your bed and goes, "You looking for these?" And it's your slippers, and you're like, "Wow, dude, whoa! Yeah, don't do that. Stop popping out like that. That's just whoa." Coffee? Oh, there's a towel. There's a towel in there. Oh my God.
I got two short ones. The first one was my brother. This was kind of funny because I didn't witness this, but my dad did. They're all up at the deer camp one year hunting. It was deer season. And my brother is sleeping and everybody else is sound asleep except for my dad because he was always the last one up and then the first one to get up in the morning. So everybody else is down for the night. My dad's getting ready to go to bed, and all of a sudden my brother pops up, and he's sitting straight up in his bed. "Who's there?" He's screaming, "Who's there?" My dad's like, "What the heck's going on? Like, is there something outside the deer camp? I mean, what is he hearing?" So my dad's trying to be quiet, and he's listening, and he's not hearing anything. So he goes to the one door, and he's looking out the door, and he's checking it all out, and there's nothing there. So he goes back into there's like a common bedroom area that they have with everybody who's just on bunk beds. And my brother's still there going, "Who's there? Damn it, you better tell me who's there." Well, by this point in time, he's going to start reaching for his shotgun, the one that they're going to use to shoot the deer the next morning. So my dad's crawling over there, grabbing the gun to get it out of my brother's reach. And then he says to my brother, "Who's there? Who do you see?" And my brother goes, "I don't know." And then my dad goes, "Well, if you don't know, why don't you just go back to sleep?" So my brother goes, "Okay." And then he laid down and he went back to sleep.
Okay.
That was the strangest one I've ever heard.
That's a weird one.
Interaction. My second one. You're going to laugh. Remember those giant water slides back in the day when we were kids that you just went, the big ones, and then you crashed into the big pool at the bottom? Mm-hmm. So I dreamt I'm at this water park that has this big, gigantic slide that you crash in the bottom with the pool. And so I'm in line, and I'm going to go on this big slide. But I'm not by myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Captain Kangaroo with you?
Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. And he's like, dude, this is going to be so epic. I'm like, yeah, it is.
I'm not a dude.
But you can call me one. It's okay. So we're standing in line, waiting to go. We take our turn. We get to the top, and then we decide that we're going to have a race to see who gets to the bottom first. Why?
So you threw a rock and hit him in the face, and then you jumped down first and went, "Loser! I told you I'm not a dude."
I just remember, getting on the, I don't know, what do they have that you...
Usually a mat or something.
A mat or something. Well, that's what it was. I think a mat. I remember diving on the mat, going down the slide face first on my belly. Well, Tommy's trying to do it on his back, and I beat him to the bottom, and I said to him, I win, and he goes, "Oh, dude, I guess I'm going to have to buy some ice cream now." Like, what?
Okay. I was thinking more of a date, but okay. Ice cream it is. Ice cream it is.
It was like we were these two adult kids or adults acting like kids.
Two little Nimrods.
It was just so funny and strange. Like that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, I remember now with Rhett, autism is a strange thing. I know Rhett one night I heard laughing, and I was like, "What's up with that?" And I thought I assume because he's done it so many times, he's either got his tablet or he's got his phone, and he's not good at hiding the giggling. He's just not. He's going to victimize himself and get in trouble. You know, it's 1:30 in the morning and he's no good at hiding that giggling. He's got the giggling going on, and then it starts to become the giggles. Okay? And now he's not doing a good job at all. All right, he ain't hiding this at all. So I walk in the room. I got to pop the lock and walk in the room, and he's almost barrel laughing. And he's in the bed, butt straight up in the air, head tucked in the pillow, laughing, just going at it. I turn the lights on. I see the tablets plugged in. I see the phones plugged in. I'm like, the computer's off and the television's off. I'm like, okay, well, that must be one hell of a funny pillow. He's just laughing, and I mean, he is just... Christine, he's in a U, like a spasmodiaz. He just is not doing good at keeping it quiet at all. And I'm like, well, I don't want to wreck this because obviously this is awesome. Okay, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, this rocks. Okay? So I'm just standing there for this, and I start laughing. And then, no joke, and I mean, just like it's nobody's business, he stops laughing. He looks right at me, goes, "Shh, I'm trying to sleep." And I get up and I start to walk out, and he walks over, locks the door, and goes back and just lays down. And I'm like, wait a minute, that was my fault? Oh, what? So I have no idea what he was laughing at or what. Wow, whatever it was, I'm telling you, it was amazing. That was a pretty strange dream for me to be a part
of. Welcome back, everybody, to Quickie with Ms. B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. I used to like that song as a kid.
I never could figure out what that song was about.
It didn't matter.
I remember someone trying to describe it to me. You remember that song? I'm like, what song? You know the one. Da, 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 da. I'm like, no, why do you tell? I couldn't figure out. They're like, what's it called? And they're like, well, I don't think anyone knows what it's called. And I'm like, it's a song you remember from your childhood and nobody knows what it's called. They're like, no, I don't think anyone knows what it's called. I'm like, what are the words? There's not any words. You're like, so it's a song that nobody knows what it's called. It doesn't have any words, but you remember it from your childhood. They're like, yeah. I'm like, what is it? Something you hum? They're like, no, it's a famous song. Like, a famous song you remember from your childhood that doesn't have a title and has no words. Then all of a sudden they go, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that. And yeah, you're right. It doesn't have a name and there is no words. Okay, yeah, I remember that. What's it called? What are the words? I don't know how to spell. How do you look that up? Well, you can't look that song up on YouTube, can you?
No.
How do you spell?
Yep. Excuse me. So
strange dreams.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta tell you my strange dream. My poor dad.
Wow, you get weirder, you mean?
So, my dad has a habit of listening to the news and scanners and everything else because he always wants to know what's going on. So apparently this particular night there was something going on a couple blocks away from where I lived. So it was about 11 o'clock, midnight, And so he decided that he should call me just to make sure that everything was okay, because I guess there was an emergency a couple blocks away from where I live. So I don't really remember any of this. I was just told this. I'm in a just deep sleep, and I hear the phone ring, and I pick up the phone, and I say to my dad, who's on the other end, I'm like, hello? He's like, yeah. He goes, it's me. And I said, what the F do you want? It better damn well be good. So I don't remember saying any of this. I don't remember having this conversation with my dad. So he got mad at me and he said, apparently you're fine. Goodbye. And he hung up. So usually he was in the habit of calling like every day or every other day. So a couple of days go by and I haven't heard from my dad. And I thought, well, that's kind of odd because, usually we keep in touch. So I call him and I said, hey, what's going on? I cannot believe that you talked to me like that. It wasn't hi, hello, nothing, right? Too. I can't believe. And I'm like, believe what? He goes, I called the other day and you're dropping the F-bomb and you're telling me, and basically.
For shame, you talk to your papa like that.
He was so angry with me and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, you do too. He goes,
don't you play foolish with me, Missy.
He's like, don't you play stupid with me. You know that I know what you said. And I'm like, I don't know what I said. What did I say? So then
I know you know what I said, Dad. Except I don't know what I said.
I don't know what I said. And then he goes, well, don't you remember me calling last night? I said, no. He goes, do you remember answering the phone the other night? I'm like, no. That's the strangest thing that's ever happened.
And that's when Christine realized she really messed up.
Yeah. I had to do a lot of apologizing for something that I don't even remember saying.
But you did, Missy.
Apparently.
You kiss your mother with that mouth. Potty mouth Christine.
Yeah. Naughty.
Yeah. For me, this is the perfect topic for me because I think every dream I've ever had just seems to be weird. They could make movies out of my dreams, and then people would leave the theater just scratching their head going, do you have any idea what that was? Nope. Nope. Mine are so... Kirsty, mine make no sense. I told you, mine are like insane. It's like, most people are like, the terrifying clowns. No, my clowns were just getting me slippers and a glass of... And you're like, what? Well, I'm confused, dude. What? So what was the clown? I don't know. running from the bad guy, and as you're running, there's a guy holding an ice cream sundae. You're like, what? Stop. Bad guy, stop. What's with the sundae? All of my dreams are like this. And you're like, seriously, who's in charge here? Who writes this? Can we have a dream that's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be hurt. Run. I barely say. Why do we have to have stupid stuff in the middle of the dream?
I don't know. I want to find like a book that explains your dreams, because I don't know.
I was in a car chase once, and you know what the car chase was? Are you ready for this? I'm in a car chase. These guys, they've been blowing the horn, Christine, and they smacked the car into the back of my car. Now, I'm not able to defend myself against a whole carload of like 4 or 5 people, so I decide just to go for it. So I'm cruising. I'm getting out of there, right?
Yeah.
And now they're on me. And they keep smacking the back of my car. And I'm like, oh, this is not going to get good. And then they actually hit the side of the car on the passenger side. And finally I decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to end up killing other people, so I'm just going to stop. So I stop and I jump out. I'm ready to go. And the guy goes, you left your coffee on the roof of the car. And he drives away. This is what happens in my brain. That was an actual dream that That was an actual dream that I had. I mean, I'm left. When I get to heaven one day, I'm going to go, listen, I got only one complaint. Because whoever wrote my dreams, yeah, this is wrong, man. You can't write stuff like this. It doesn't work for me. You get all the fear, you know, of being in the chase. They're slamming. He's hitting my car. And I mean, and it reaches the point where I believe there's no hope. So I just pull the car to the side. I jump out. I have no choice. I'll do the best I can. He's like, you left your coffee on the roof of the car. He drives off.
Did you want to borrow my 2x4 from my dream?
I'm like, there's a guy chasing me who's going to kill me, and I run by a guy with a sundae.
You're violent. You have a lot of violence in your dream.
Well, there's also a lot of stupidity. It doesn't make any sense. And who has a dream where they actually are in the middle of the dream and they stop and go, what's with the sundae? Who does that in a dream? I need help.
That's because you do that crap in your waking life.
I'm just like, oh, wow. You left the coffee on the roof of the car. Who destroys somebody's car to let them know that they left the coffee on the roof of the car? What is that?
I don't know, but on that note, a cup of coffee sounds good right now.